Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Reino Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. I am your host, as always, ReyDeMascaras, and today we're going to talk a little bit of news and we're going to talk about my newest addition to the collection and honestly one of my new favorites. I know I say that a lot, but this one means a lot to me. So, since we last spoke last week, a lot of good happenings actually. Rey Fénix returned to AEW television with a spectacular match alongside the Beast Mortos, formerly known as Black Taurus, and picking up the win. So, haven't seen anything official as far as a change with this weekend's House of Glory event that is scheduled to feature him versus his brother Penta El Cero Miedo, which is good news. So, hoping that match goes off without a hitch. I'd love to see it. Speaking of this upcoming Sunday, we've also got Gringo Loco's World on Lucha, Cinco de Mayo event, so some big names on that one as well. So a great weekend for Lucha Libre, I would say. Even with the lack of AEW Collision on Saturday night due to, I believe it's NBA playoffs. It's one of the playoffs, but either way, they're preempted until next weekend. So, should be some good lucha action to look forward to. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this week's mask. And this week's mask, if you follow me on Instagram, you know what's coming. Everybody there got the first look at it, and I'm still reeling in a good way, of course, over this one. But this is a Komander mask, obviously, and not only is it a Komander mask, it is one that was acquired directly from him and sold to me. So this is an amazing mask. It is not worn, not ring worn, but you can just see the craftsmanship, the quality of it. It does show a little bit of wear and tear, but all in all, it's an amazing mask. It's an absolutely amazing mask. So happy to have this one in my collection. Get past the tassels here, maybe. There we go. Yep, there it is. And then, to top it all off, it is a signed mask. So this mask represents a very long journey for me in mask collecting. Very few masks, I would say, I haven't acquired that I've been looking for. Over the last year or so, I've gotten some I've gotten a couple of RS masks. I've gotten a ring worn RS mask. I've got now a couple of ring worn Teton masks. So this one was one that eluded me for a long, long time. Ever since Komander kind of started taking off, no pun intended, it was my mission to have an official and or ring-worn Komander mask on my shelf. And as 2022 rolled along and he started getting momentum and he started appearing places, I started really hammering down trying to find one. And I got to see Komander in January of 23. Not only see him, I got to meet him, I got to talk to him, I got to congratulate him on the Dive of the Year 2022 according to my official countdown. And I say official in a very loose sense, both myself and Rob Viper like to count down the dives of the year. That year I gave it to Komander, and he was really excited. He was really proud to have me, I don't want to say bestow that honor on him, but his dive was the one that I selected as the best one of the year. Unfortunately, that night he did not have any masks with him that weren't already spoken for, and he was also in Galley down in Chicago that week. So this one popped up on my feed a couple of weeks. It's about a week and a half ago now, week and a half, 2 weeks ago or so, and I saw it, and I waited. I had to wait a few days for my bonus pay to kick in, And it was still there when I looked on it on Friday morning, and I pulled the trigger, and I couldn't be happier. Shipped almost immediately down, well, not down to me, up to me. And it got here on the following Tuesday. So I was absolutely astounded when I opened this up and saw it. It floored me. It was like I grabbed it and I looked at it, and when you get a new mask, you look it over, you check everything. I'm not actually going to put this one on because it's very, very tight. I know we talk about masks being tight, but this one's a clinger. I have a little bit of trouble getting this past my beard. And once it's on, it feels actually really nice, but getting it on is a chore. So this is definitely one that's going to sit on the top of the shelf and definitely be displayed. So talking a little bit on this one, I can tell this one is one of the older style masks because the more recent mask that he has worn, see if I can get the tassels out of the way a little bit clearer. There we go. Does not have the tie. He's got in a lot of the versions that I'm seeing now, it's got the zipper in the back. So for this one to have the tie in the back leads me to believe it's probably a couple of years old at the very least, if not a little bit more. But so thrilled to have this one in my collection. I've waited so long to have a Komander mask, an official one in my collection. I've got the replica that I've talked about on the show here before, but nothing beats official, nothing beats worn, nothing beats ring worn. So to have something there, and then for it to be signed, just absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. A great way to cap off the first part of 2024. My wife is happy. Why? Because she got a bingo score out of this. For 2024, on her bingo card, she had that I buy 5 Lucha masks. And it was kind of funny. I talked to her about that. I'm like, so did you put 5 because A, you have that little faith in me buying anything more than 5, or are you just trying to get a freebie? And it was trying to get a freebie. She knew right as the year started that we were, that she was going to check that square off. Mainly because I think it was 13 days into the year, and I'd already bought my first mask when I bought the Latigo mask down at First Wrestling. So speaking of First Wrestling, unfortunately, we're not going to make Hot Streak. I think I may have talked about this last week. I can't remember, but we're not going to make Hot Streak. We're bummed. Grad party season just isn't in the cards, which is okay. We've got our tickets to Palooza. We will have our tickets to Nitro down in the Mall of America when that is announced. So hoping to see some WrestlePalooza announcements for about a month out here. So hoping to get those here, see who we're going to see. On top of that, next week's going to be a little hectic. I should be able to get the show up the usual day, but Destination Pro is running up here. We are running the Ralph Engelstedt Arena, and it's going to be an absolutely huge show. Kurt Angle's coming from meet and greet. We've got former TNA champion Josh Alexander. We've got TNA champion Moose coming up. It's going to be a great event. So on the off chance somebody's watching this and you're around the area up here in Thief River Falls, come on and check it out. I would love to see you there. So that is this week's episode, talking about this amazing signed Komander mask. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what works. Let me know what doesn't work. It's the only way we're going to get this channel to keep growing here, folks. So with that said, I'm going to sign off. We'll see everybody next week. And as always, live, laugh, love, and Lucha Libre. We'll see ya.